Greetings everyone, welcome back to Blade Bias. Picking out our final balisong from this side of Ted's case, we have perhaps my favorite one yet. This is the Andrew Myers Knife Works AMKW Peon. Not the Aeon, but the Peon. The Aeon being the winner of last year's Balisong of the Year award, and the Peon being its younger brother that I didn't even really know existed. This thing is incredible. And before I tell you about that, I just want to tell you about this, the backstory behind this, behind the scenes. Because when I first got this case, Ted was very interested in having me check out the Peon. Unfortunately, though, Andrew Myers had reached out and said, hey, let's wait on any video coverage for the Peon until a new version that we are making that is coming out. This is a first production Peon. You can't get them anymore. They're not going to be releasing any more of these, but they will be releasing a new version. And I believe that the tentative release for that is Blade Show. But they were like, let's wait for that and then we can make a video on that. When I got the case, the initial intention was not to make a video on it and just, enjoy it for a little bit. But I have enjoyed this far more than a little bit. This thing has wowed me so much that I went to Andrew and his team and I said, hey guys, I know you wanted to wait on video coverage for this thing, but I think my audience would really enjoy it anyway. And, you might get some more eyes on the next version when it releases. And so here we are. I'm able to make a video on it as long as I tell you guys this is a first production. You're not going to be able to buy one. But man, is this knife incredible. First of all, I want to tell you my favorite thing about this knife. And I'm not totally sure that it's going to come across on camera. But just give it a listen. Hopefully it comes through. I can't really describe the sound that it makes as a ring, but I really have no better way to describe it. It sounds freaking awesome. It's this... I can't describe it. It has all of the grace of... Actually, I can describe it. Of an electric car in reverse. And that is only going to make sense to very specific people. But if you know, it just has like this aura to it where you hear it and you're like, oh, it's my time. It's time to go. It's like this very, I just don't know how to describe it. But it really reminds me of those chimes that you get from an electric vehicle that's moving forward or backwards at a slow speed, and you get kind of that oh sound effect from it. That's what this whole thing sounds like, because these handles are vibrating like crazy, and it just sounds awesome. But even beyond that, the flipping is excellent. The balance here is really, really nice. It carries a really nice amount of weight through the handles, and carries a really nice amount of weight through the blade, because this is a really nice, big, chunky blade. There's a lot to enjoy, at least for me, in the balance here. Fans carry their momentum incredibly. The whole balisong is very light, I believe somewhere around 3.6 ounces. So there's not a lot of difficulty in stopping the momentum and moving it the other way. Ricochets and rebounds and things like that feel very, very nice. And it doesn't really lose performance on chaplains and rollovers because that weight is focused more towards the outside of the handles and the blade. It sticks to your fingers just as much as you would want it to when you're doing rollovers and things like that. Also, the jimping is excellent. I think it is standout jimping, personally. It is grippy in all of the right ways without being too harsh, and is some of my favorite jimping that I have felt on a balisong in such a long time. Now, having said all that, I still haven't told you guys my actual, real, total favorite thing about this balisong. And the thing that makes me fall in love with it so much is that this aluminum Andrew Myers high tier, and the craftsmanship on this is amazing. I actually didn't mention that. The craftsmanship is beautiful. There's no sharp corners or any discomfort that you get when you're flipping this thing. It's all comfortable. It all feels well machined. It is a work of art. And the best thing is, it is around $300. I genuinely cannot believe that this thing costs $25 more than a Kraken. That's insane. That is just nuts to me. I have not seen value like this. I have not felt this way about the value proposition of a balisong since the Sliff T, and coming from me, that is extremely, extremely high praise. So I think Andrew Myers did an incredible job on the Peon, and I am so excited to have the chance not only to flip it, but to know that they are making a new, updated, improved version that I will hopefully be able to check out at Blade Show. I am so stoked, and I mean, hopefully I'll be able to at least experience it enough so that I can convey to you guys if it's good or not. Maybe I'll be able to make a video on one. Who knows how everything's going to go. But considering that this, spoilers, is probably my favorite thing in this case, I just had to ask to make a video on it. And I'm very glad that Andrew and his team were receptive to that, because I think this is a balisong that you guys would really enjoy. I mean, the value proposition that's on display here is genuinely awesome, and I would recommend anyone pick this up if they can, but, you know, when the new one comes out. That being said, I will have to wait totally to, like, give my final recommendation until I try the upgraded version. You never know. Some things might be different that makes me not like it as much as this. But, I mean, this first production is really something else. So I am super, super stoked to check out the new and improved Peon when it releases. And I hope that you are too. As for this video, I am going to leave it there. Thank you all so much for watching. And thank you to Ted for sending over the Peon so I could check it out. Dude, I really like this thing. All right. See you later.